Is it messy in here? What do you think?
When it comes to maintaining momentum, I often have lapses. I'll start out strong on a new habit while the excitement is present, but other things will eventually have more authority for my attention. It's especially difficult during the holiday season with all the extra demands on my time that arise, but there is no excuse for this mess besides having too much. One habit I would like to break in the new year is having to spend most of my Saturday or Sunday cleaning and caring for my possessions. In this final weekend of 2019, as I declutter my space, I commit to living and being more aware of all the consequences of accumulation. I'm used to moving often, every 2 years, but I'm almost at the 2.5-year mark, and the accumulation of stuff is draining. In January, I will be participating in the minimalism game, where you let go of a number of items corresponding to the date. So 1 item on the 1st, 2 on the 2nd, and so on. I didn't want to begin the process in a messy state, because the underlying problem is that I have too much. I need to actually part with things, not just the recycling. Since it's almost the new year, I've been contemplating what I would like to accomplish in 2020. Having all of this clutter won't help me get there faster, and I know the minimalism game is perfect to ease into consuming less and better aligning with the life I want. Having to find a home or a place for things helps negate the desire for accumulating more. It would be too easy to put everything I don't want into a box and donate it, but it's really close to the same thing as taking it and putting it in the trash. I want to take responsibility for my impact on the environment that I've let slide these last few years. I've also been considering how lifestyle creep has grown in my life. There were times I couldn't afford to buy anything, and now I rarely talk myself out of something if I want it. I'm truly fortunate to have arrived at a point where money isn't my first concern. It would be unwise of me to think it couldn't be again. I'm ashamed. I've moved away from ideas that I used to be passionate about, such as living more sustainably, considering the human cost of goods, shunning overconsumption, saving a larger percentage of my income, and also working on projects that excite me. Coming back to momentum, I want to harness that for many of the outstanding projects I have, no longer using being busy to surpass activities that bring me joy and harness creativity. Another commitment I would like to make is not to purchase any clothing this year, at least not anything new. If I really need something, I have to find it secondhand. Truthfully, not buying anything new would be ideal, but I don't think I would be able to keep that commitment for a year, perhaps for a few months at a time. I will commit to being more aware of what I bring into my life, if I can find it secondhand and if it's worth the true cost of ownership. By following those guidelines, it will help me to save for a home more quickly and focus on what's important, instead of filling my time with shopping and things.
You hungry? You guys are hungry? Yeah. Who's hungry? You ready? Who's ready?
I would like to reset, and it starts with caring for all these things. I want to commit to momentum, to keep on top of the small things, the literal stuff that is draining my creative energy. This room is far from perfect, but it's in a good place to discern what's worth keeping in my life throughout January. What really deserves my time and energy.
Are you guys sleepy?
If you enjoyed this video and would like to monitor my progress, please subscribe and I'll catch you on the next one. Happy New Year.